A survey of eating habits showed that approximately 4% of people living in a certain city are vegans. It goes on to say that a restaurant in the city expects 350 people on opening night. And we're going to treat the patrons as a simple random sample from the city, and it has a population of about 600,000 people. If 14 vegan meals are available, what is the approximate probability that there will not be enough vegan meals? That is, 15 or more of these 350 people show up. Let's see. Well, first of all, we're going to use a normal distribution here. So I'm going to open up StatCrunch. And I'm going to open the normal calculator. So I'm going to go to Stat, Calculators, and select Normal. So to solve this problem, we're going to have to figure out a mean, a standard deviation, and then some value to enter down here to get this corresponding probability. First things first, let me pull up some formulas. To use these formulas, a few conditions have to be met. First of all, we're told that we have a simple random sample, so that's stated within the problem. That is important for these formulas to be true. But also, this has to be true. Both n times p and n times 1 minus p have to be bigger than or equal to 10. Now, what is that within this problem? N is going to be this sample size, and p is going to be this 4%. So is it true that both n times p and n times 1 minus p are bigger than or equal to 10? What we can do is check this in a calculator. So let's see. N was 350, and p was 4%, which is 0.04. Okay, that's greater than 10. That's good. Also, 350 times 1 minus p, which is 0.96. This has to be bigger than or equal to 10 too. No surprise there. It is also greater than or equal to 10. So those two conditions are met. Also, we want to make sure that this value here is no more than 10. Let's see, yeah, if we multiply this by 10, we don't want this to be greater than this 600,000, which it isn't. So like all the values in this problem are going to work. So I just wanted to check those to start with. Now going back to these formulas, what we want to do in this calculator is enter in the mean and the standard deviation. Well, the mean is going to be equal to this value p, this proportion, which is this 4%. I'm going to enter it as a decimal, so that is 0.04. All right, but we also need a standard deviation. To get that, you do p times 1 minus p divided by n, and you take the square root of that value. So I'm going to hide this and pull up my calculator and go through that computation. So that was, we take the value p, 0.04, we multiply it by 1 minus p, which is 0.96, we divide this number by n, which in my case is 350, and then we take the square root of this number, and we get this thing here. If I round out to maybe 5 decimal places, just to be careful, that is 0.01047. That will probably be good enough for what we're doing here. And finally, what information are we entering in here to get our corresponding probability? Well, the problem says that we want to find the approximate probability that there will not be enough vegan meals. That is, 15 or more of these 350 people that show up are going to be vegan. Well, to get the actual proportion, that would be 15 divided by 350. So I'll do that in the calculator too. So that's 15 divided by 350. Okay, so roughly 4.29%, but I'll leave it as a decimal. And I suppose maybe I'll round out to this 5, so 0.4286. So here, I want to put in 0.04286. And because it says, this 15 or more, we want to be greater than or equal to this value. Now, it just computed the probability for me, and it asks to round it to 3 decimal places. So here it is. it is 0.392. And that would be about 39.2%. This is the probability that 15 or more vegans will arrive at the restaurant on opening night. All right, that's it for this problem.